I think so. Interesting thing on Mars is that Mars is a primarily CO2 atmosphere, though it also has some nitrogen and carbon and other trace elements. Nitrogen and argon, I should say, in addition to primarily CO2. In order to produce propellant on Mars, we would take the CO2 from the atmosphere, combine that with water ice. Mars has a lot of ice under the dust.
It's amazing that that 20 years ago that wasn't known. I mean, we're discovering it every place now.
Yeah. Mars is basically covered in ice.
Yeah.
It's just got dust too, so it's hard to see the ice under the dust. But I believe if you warmed Mars up, you'd have an ocean with an average depth I think of almost a mile or something like that on the northern part of the planet. It's like something like 40% of the planet would have an ocean potentially up to a mile deep or something like that.
Extraordinary.
Like a big. It wouldn't be like just a little lake or something like that. So, so you take the water ice, H2O, and you combine that with the CO2 in the atmosphere. You use something like this body process where you run it over a ruthenium catalyst, and you get basically
methane.
Yeah, you get methane. You get CH4 and O2 oxygen, and that's actually why we designed the Starship to use methane oxygen. Is because we can actually create that sustainably. Yeah, in fact, literally by pulling the CO2 out of the atmosphere, combining it with water, and then using that as propellant. And so, actually, by its very nature, Mars has to have a sustainable energy, sustainable rocket propellant. Yeah. So.